Here you go.
Yeah. So I don't have anything.
You got nothing for today?
But I saw you had a nice list.
I got lots. Yeah. You don't really do anything anyways, really, though, do you?
No. That's
well, you enrich it. You enrich it.
Enrich.
You got
good lists.
I got the Jays. I've watched probably probably 500 hours of baseball in the last month. Busy week. I got a little note on just reopenings, how well we're doing in Ottawa.
I see you have my apology in there.
Got your apology. Yeah. My Duff's pick is great.
Oh, you got one?
Yeah. Can't you? Did you not get it? Duff's pick is a Squid Game.
Yeah, I see that.
That's even confusing.
I was questioning.
Yeah, so I'll leave the question Squid Game. We'll talk about that. Maybe we skipped the three-way group text. I don't know.
Well, we had such an epic one last week. I don't think.
Yeah, good point. Things we should do but don't.
Well, that's every week.
That's every week.
Like last week that we didn't. If it comes up last week, we didn't do a podcast.
Yeah, perfect. There's probably a lot of happy people last week. Kind of neat. 1,000 downloads milestone.
Oh, really? I read that.
We'll hit it this weekend, like guaranteed. Oh, wow. We're at like 990 something.
Jeez,
isn't that neat? Yeah.
Probably.
Talk about that.
Podbeanskis.
Yeah, JB isn't here. Surprise, surprise. If we want to put the gears to JB,
he tried to be here.
Continually coming up with new and creative excuses.
That was a good one this morning for sure.
Well, yeah, but now it's like, so now it's the excuses will now relate to his daughter and her university existence and how that impacts us now.
Exactly.
Back in the day, it just kind of went away and that was it.
Yeah.
I had the best bacon and egger this morning.
Oh, did you?
Oh my God. That's
did
the
you
shout
make
out.
it?
No, that's the shout out to A&W.
Oh. Can we say that?
We'll definitely say it. Stock market picks.
Is that part of your pick of the week?
No, different. Just we used to talk a lot about stocks, and I got three winners. Oh. Have you checked the market lately?
No.
And then I don't know how much you want to get into the unvaxxed stuff, but that mom I was telling you about.
That is a funny story.
Okay, we'll tell you about the unvaxxed mom. Yeah. Oh, and just remember I said there was lots of stories from hockey.
Yes.
But I didn't want to say too much.
No.
So yeah, a bunch of them were just like the masks. Coaches have to wear masks on the ice. It's unbelievable.
What?
I'm not kidding.
They have to be vaccinated. And you still got to wear them.
The coaches are wearing masks on the ice. I couldn't believe it.
It's ridiculous. Yeah. This is
KMHA.
God.
Canada Minor Hockey Association.
Yeah.
Hey,
oh boy.
Just another hoop, I guess, for the boys. And all the falls. You should have seen these poor kids.
They're falling down.
Like
what level did you send?
C. Oh, C. It's a blast. He's doing great. He's one of the better players. It's fun. But I'm talking injuries from kids just standing still in a lineup waiting for a drill. Down like flies. It was tough. The trainer, like, I was running one drill. Kid falls down hard. The guy I'm running the drill with skates over. I'm like, you're the team trainer? He's like, yeah, I got it. So then I go out. I'm running the entire drill myself. From that point on, he's dealing with kids that fell. He's either on the bench, nursing injuries, or he's on the ice, attending to them. I've never seen anything like it.
That's hilarious.
And big. Like, these kids are bigger than us, some of them.
Yeah,
because they're in grade 9. And then some are like tiny. Some are like half size.
Yeah.
It was really fun.
That's hilarious.
Anyways, I think we're good to go.
Yeah, okay.
We've got lots to talk about today.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's do this.
All right.
Warning. This podcast will be an injurious waste of your time. Warning. This podcast will be an injurious waste of your time.
Yeah, good morning. I'll take a medium with 2 sugar and a medium regular, please.
There you go, DDT. Medium with 2 sugar.
Oh, Duff, thank you.
Oh, you're welcome.
I appreciate that. Needed that this morning.
I even tweeted it out. Did you see the tweet on? Oh, you're not on Twitter anymore.
I'm not on
Twitter. You're
off
all social media.
I am, but you guys also changed the
password.
The password on me and stuff, so I can't even get in there.
You were getting way too political. Even for you.
Even for me, I was.
Even for you.
It's so easy to get into Twitter arguments, eh?
It is, especially crazy, especially for you. Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
That's why I'm off all
of it, eh?
All social. Yeah.
You probably found a lot of time. A lot of time.
It's true, because when I eventually did start tweeting out for CCC,
Yeah.
found myself on there all the time.
The productivity at the TV station must have
It
plummeted.
went down. Yeah, it went very low.
Even lower.
Exactly, even lower than what we already had.
I find I don't surf it. Like if I'm surfing it, you're right. You can find trouble.
Oh,
But now I find if I have some good photos to share, I go on, I dump them, I get off. It's good. So yeah, this morning's was great. It was at Tim Hortons line.
yeah,
I think I texted you and I said,
you
I'll
told
be
me.
there at 9:30, but who knows? These days in Canada, Ontario, Canada,
Yeah,
if you're planning to get a coffee in the morning, it could be 2 minutes, it could be 20.
exactly.
Like who knows? So yeah,
Well, the worst place for that is the
Tim's.
well, no,
Oh no, the McDonald's.
yeah, that's
Rotten
that's
Ronnie's.
hit,
Hit and miss.
hit and miss.
Yeah.
But I'm usually hit, and I usually end up spending 10 to 15 minutes.
No, you're usually miss. Hit means good.
Hit is good.
Hit, well, if you get a hit, it's good. If you miss,
Okay.
it's bad.
Well, then I miss then.
You're a miss. Yeah. It's a
'Cause then I
perfect
end up-
segue to the Jays talk. Eh?
Yeah, well, that is. Are we? Oh,
Yeah.
should I apologize first then?
Yes.
Yeah. So I'd like to apologize to
For what?
all our listeners for the next
Oh,
20 to 40 minutes.
okay.
Did we have the warning come up?
It's just you should put it in with that. Yeah. That's
Well,
good.
I think I put the warning at the beginning.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
We
the
wanna
injurious waste of time.
Yeah, we just want to make sure that we tell people that we're gonna waste their time.
I think they know. I think
They should know by now.
Our 19
But I'm talking about
followers know.
I'm talking about any of our new.
The new subscribers,
Yeah.
the new downloads.
Yeah, because how many do we have now?
We're approaching 1,000 downloads. Today's the day, probably.
Wow.
This weekend for sure, we'll hit that milestone.
Wow, that's a lot.
It's only been 1,000 days, probably. Actually,
No.
It's been a year. Sorry,
Not even a year.
Not even a year. Okay.
Yeah, it's only been, we started in what, January 2021?
Yeah. So that's
It's only
that's
October.
almost like 3 a day.
Yeah. Oh, and also we should have, things we should have done but didn't,
Yeah.
which was the podcast last week.
Oh yes.
We didn't do that.
We skipped
So I
last
should
week.
apologize for that.
And why did we? Just
I
it
don't
was
know,
a
you
crazy. I was fried.
We were away.
We were all fried with the sports
we were
tryouts and the back to school.
But you actually left.
Oof. I left.
Well, you went to your,
Oh, I went off grid. Yeah,
Yeah,
it was
you-
awesome.
you left your phone at home apparently.
At 4:30 on Friday, I said, "Can you blank it out if I use a swear word?"
Who's
Like
listening?
at 4:30 on Friday, I said, "It,"
Yeah.
and that was it.
That was it.
I headed out to
Yeah.
the camp and
Yeah.
left the phone at home. It was amazing.
Yeah.
Nice dinner, campfire. Listened to the
Yeah.
Jays game on the radio.
That's
Had
old
it.
school, very old
It
school.
was great. Had it. Oh, I worked out. Did a barnyard workout. Up the next morning, another barnyard workout.
Yeah.
Hit Tim's, and then I think I hit Tim's, and we still got together on the Sunday for coffee. It was
We
perfect.
did, yeah.
Yeah, it was a nice.
Yeah.
It was refreshing. Oh my God, everyone should do that. Leave the phone.
Yeah.
I don't know. Put the phone off somewhere far away for a day. So refreshing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But things we should do but didn't, so we didn't.
Yeah. So
do
you're
them.
apologizing for that.
I apologize for
Okay,
missing
gotcha.
a week, but that's our MO here at
Yeah.
Cop Car Coffee.
And that's why we're bringing it today. We're going to make up for it. You're going to get 2 for 1 today,
2
listeners.
for 1.
Podbean skis over there in Hungary
And Romania and
and
Transylvania.
Romania and Did I say Bulgaria?
Bulgaria. Bulgaria.
Slovenia, Slovakia.
Kazakhstan.
Maybe I should jump ahead right to that last story because I referred to a potential East European Canadian last night. Remember
You
that
did?
story?
No.
The window looking through?
No.
Yeah, you do. So at the
No,
rink
it's
last
been
night.
24 hours.
At the rink last night, we
Oh, right.
here in
Yes, yes, yes.
Ontario.
The window looking through.
Yeah, one needs to be fully
Through the
vaccinated.
looking glass.
Yeah, fully vaccinated to be indoors at pretty much anything these days. And this poor mom, I'm assuming, is not. And I think, I don't know, totally generalizing here, so totally unscientific based.
Totally.
But some
totally
of the
assuming.
some of the Eastern Europeans are not as open to vaccination as
Is she
others,
Eastern
right?
European?
I'm assuming. I
Because of
think
her
so.
accent?
Yeah,
okay.
I think so.
Yeah.
So you've done this. I don't think we will need to get into any personal sort of takes here, but the lady in question, long story short, there's a full access into the arena. Everybody goes through, prove your vaccination status, mask on, sit down, watch the practice, blah, blah, blah. There's also an exit door immediately beside the rink with a small glass window.
Which rink was this, by the way?
Malakak Chak Arena in downtown Canada North.
Okay.
So-
Okay. Oh.
Well, I'm just trying to paint the picture here if you hear me shuffling.
Yeah.
So if you're listening in from anywhere on the planet, imagine a small window in a small door, and the lady's up against it with her eyebrows cupped, and she's like looking through, and she's giving the old point left, point right. She's trying to move the people that are blocking her view of the rink about 10 meters away, right? All the regular dads and moms are standing right around the glass, and she's like, I can't see. And I'm like, how long's this gonna last? Come on, lady. You sleep in the bed you make. You're fine. That's your stance. That's your choice. But the whole world can't adapt around you.
Son's hockey.
Yeah, this was Jack's hockey last night.
I know Malak. I'm wondering where the heck. Where?
You know, I can't even spell Malak.
No, I can't even spell it either.
MLAC, however it's spelled.
Is it MLAC?
AK, I don't know.
Malachak.
Yeah, it's phonetically.
Malakak.
Yeah, it's phonetically very different than it's spelled.
Yeah.
And it's spelled.
But
sorry, I interrupted.
no, but I'm trying to figure out. Like, I know that arena.
Yeah.
I don't understand where she was standing in the lobby.
The exit. So you go into the rink part, and then you can leave through the side door.
Oh,
right
there. They had a window on that.
Yeah, there's a window.
Oh, I
on
didn't
that.
know that.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay, I didn't. Oh,
So
that's a good.
Maybe you
that's
can.
good to know.
Maybe you can reserve.
Oh, reserve it.
That's your spot. Okay, perfect. And then no, I could maybe set.
Why
some,
are all the
I
usually?
could set some cones and yellow flagging tape, maybe.
Yes.
Right up against the boards to make sure no
Good
one
idea.
stands there.
Well,
I could
why-
put a big warning that says "Glass is prone to shatter in this area. Please don't stand here."
That's right. But that's
And
odd that they're all standing.
I'll hire a small child with a squeegee to scrape the mildew and the condensation off the window for you.
But that's odd that they're all standing there.
Yeah.
Because the stands
Yeah,
and
they're on the other side.
yeah.
Yeah, but come on, there's always those dads
they're-
that just stand right.
I think they're doing it on purpose.
It's the standing dads around the edge. There's always those.
Oh,
dads.
that's me usually.
That's you.
Yeah.
Well, no, it's the same thing.
I don't go sit in.
Just now, you're actually outside the building and another 10 meters away from the
At
ice.
Malacca, I usually actually sit inside
The other part
where
where the canteen is.
canteen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the other sad thing is it's like old Montreal form, obstructed view when you're standing outside the building
yes.
now. You don't even get to see the far end of the ice. You're basically just watching 2/3 of the ice.
Yeah. Forum was fantastic.
Yeah.
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 Missed that old forum, even though I hate Montreal Canadiens.
No, you're missing every form now. Okay.
Oh, so
Jays.
what's next? Jays.
Jays.
Okay, Blue Jays.
I think I've watched
Toronto Blue Jays.
I've probably watched 3 hours of baseball every day, except off days for the last 3 weeks. I think when the Jays eventually stop playing baseball this year, hopefully after they win the World Series, I'm gonna have a lot of time on my hands as well.
They're like 2 games behind or a game behind.
No. Au contraire, mon ami.
Did they win last night?
So not only did they win, but another
Did the Red Sox lose?
another hurdle that had to be overcome also occurred, and that was the Seattle Mariners losing.
Oh,
So as of this morning, and I get to throw a hammer at TSN here for their freaking horrible updated
that would be
stats.
the Sports Network
Yeah,
television
brutal.
station in
brutal,
Canada.
brutal.
For all our problems.
First thing I checked this morning is I want my updates on the schedule because the Seattle game was at home against Anaheim, so West Coast start 10 o'clock local. Long story short, the Jays need to sweep Baltimore, win all 3, and they need Seattle to lose 1 out of their 3-game series to Anaheim, which they did last night, so check that off.
Yeah.
And you're right, Boston has to lose 1 against Washington, and they won last night. So there's 2 more games. They need to lose 1, and the Jays need to win 2.
Well, I mean, I would say
Hang
that.
on.
Yeah.
More math here for you. The funny thing is that doesn't get anyone anywhere. That actually creates a 3-way tie for the second wildcard spot.
So how do they play that out?
I haven't looked into that yet. There's a whole bunch of crazy scenarios.
But here's the thing about the Jays, which they lucked out
yeah.
to get Baltimore
Yes.
for their final series.
Mm-hmm.
So if they lose against Baltimore, then they deserve not to go in. Because
Fair enough.
Did
Fair
they
enough.
not beat Baltimore at one point this season, 22?
They did. Now the sad thing there, though, is of all the competitor teams they're kind of fighting against right now, the Jays had the worst record against Baltimore out of all of them. Like the Jays have lost 3 or 4 games to Baltimore.
That's true, but
Yeah.
they still have one more than they. And they
Oh yeah, sure.
Yeah.
But they.
But I mean,
should.
of all the teams that you want to play,
yeah,
I guess
finish with a
Baltimore-
weak one. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, no, it's a hell of a ride. Like it's been a lot of fun watching these guys, and obviously I'm hoping they pull it off. They play at 3:00 today. I know what I'll be doing. How about
They're
you?
3 o'clock this afternoon.
3:00 start today, and then tomorrow, MLB has finally got their ducks in a row, and every game starts at 3 p.m. tomorrow
Oh, okay.
on the final day.
Really?
Yeah.
So nobody knows. Nobody.
There's
will
none of
know.
this scoreboard watching
Yeah.
and stupid gamesmanship like, oh, they won, so we only have to do this, or none of that. So
Good
it's
idea.
all 3:00 tomorrow. That's kind of fun, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
And of course, I'm back on the ice at Malacac tomorrow at 5:30,
Oh, so you won't be able to catch them.
right in the middle.
Yeah.
This is why I ignore you at times like that while I tape the game to watch later.
There's been a lot of ignoring over the last
Yeah.
week. We haven't had many
It's
texting.
it's
we
been
can't have
quiet. It's been
a
busy.
three-way.
Well, that's why every Jays game I watch, I'm not on my phone.
Yeah,
that
so-
explains part of it. for
Okay,
sure.
but I thought the other part of it was like apparently your daughter has hockey every night of the week for the next month.
That technically started yesterday.
Oh, okay, so for the next month
October
of October.
1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 6th, 8th, 10th, 11th. And then I can't remember, you're getting close to the weekend tournament in Clarington and it gets crazy.
So
It's a lot. It's too much.
essentially for the
Yeah.
for the first 15
Yeah.
more because that tournament I think you said
Starts on the
15
15th. Yeah.
until the 17th
Yeah.
probably. So for the first 17
Oh,
days
God.
of October, your
Yeah.
daughter has hockey maybe
I'll tell you this.
15 of those
I'll tell you
days.
this. So if you average it out, the tournament is likely 2 games a day. Up for 2 days for sure.
yeah.
So those extra 2 games in there take up the 2 off days between
That's
now
right.
and then,
So
right?
every
it's
day.
almost it
You
averages.
might as well say every day.
Yeah, and that's fine under some scenarios,
Oh, God.
but
Under what scenario is that fun?
well, it's fine under your high level competitive Pee Wee Bantam ages. Like that happens all
Sure,
the time.
like double A, but we're talking
Dub-
double B.
We're talking double B and
So
we're
it might
talking
be a
midget
bit.
girls.
Yeah, so it's probably a little excessive.
Of course it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, I 100% agree. And I love the game.
Yeah.
But this present scenario, I mean, God bless these coaches. Like they volunteer, they're doing what they think is right. So I have nothing against that. And I guess I'm trying to be patient and I think maybe this staff is new to coaching midget and they will eventually realize these girls have a few other things going on in their lives.
Yeah.
Like school and university admissions and jobs. Jobs are big
Exactly.
for them.
Yeah.
So once they realize that, hey, jobs get booked 2 weeks out and then hockey, like it's all going to eventually fix itself, I hope.
Yeah.
And if it doesn't, I won't be the squeaky wheel. There'll be other parents that
They'll
can't
complain.
handle this.
Yeah,
like
that's
it's
a lot. That is excessive,
Yeah.
no doubt about it.
It's excessive. As a coach, though, and as a hockey lover, I love it. I love the idea of lots of hockey. It's just we have to figure out how to.
Yeah, there's got to be a balance.
There's got to be a balance, yeah.
Yeah.
So, anyways, great week for the Jays. Great week, great busy week with hockey and work. And Ottawa seems like fully open, other than wearing these damn masks everywhere. I think we're doing great. It's not Australia, that's for sure.
Oh God. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I would not want to be in Australia right now.
No.
No, that's pretty messed up.
It's I can't even
Yeah.
follow it. And it's not all the same down there, eh? It's like, don't they have ridiculous differences between the states and that down there?
Well,
Like
I think the state of Victoria is one of the most
Yes.
locked down and has been
forever.
Melbourne has been
Yeah.
the most locked down city
I don't get
in
it.
the world.
Yeah.
And they're having protests. But what's funny about the protests is they've turned a bit, well, I'm going to say, I guess, violent in a
Yeah,
way.
definitely.
So you got cops out there beating remember, this
Yeah.
is for your health.
Yeah.
They're beating
Stay safe.
protesters.
Stay safe.
While we beat you and pepper spray you and throw old ladies to the ground
Wow.
and pepper spray them in the face.
Good
So it's
God.
for your health, though.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, I don't
Good
know.
luck to Australia. I mean,
I think I'm now putting Australia on my no-go list with places like Mexico
Mexico?
and
Why Mexico?
North Korea. You know what?
You're lumping. China doesn't make that list.
China has a lot of.
So you
of,
put
of
Mexico
lure for
in
me.
front of China?
Mexico, I definitely wouldn't visit. I've been there once, and that was enough. But I mean, yeah, a few years ago, don't you remember all these random murders? And some of them were
Oh, yeah.
actually targeted murders, and a lot of them involved Canadians and tourists.
Well, there is a
constant drug war going on. Like,
Yeah, it depends on the area, though. I think.
Yeah.
It really depends on the area. I know a couple that moved to Mexico. They sold their houses here and
Okay.
moved to Mexico maybe
Yeah.
about 10 years ago now. But in the spot that they were going to,
Sure.
I don't think it.
But I don't think I'd ever feel
Certain
safe.
region.
I think, sure, I bet you they're in likely a gated community. I bet you they pay through the teeth for security. I don't want to live like that.
They might. I don't know.
Of
I'm
course
not sure
they
what
do.
they bought.
Ah, they must have. But no, I don't want to support that kind of government and lifestyle. And yeah, Australia now, like I disagree with how they're running things. And
Well,
I
it's
think,
their zero COVID policy.
Yeah,
They're
it is.
trying to think they can eradicate.
yeah, and they combine that with a really low kind of low vaccination rate. Like, so they got the worst of both worlds. In
Well,
my
it's because
opinion.
they tried the zero COVID
Yeah,
thing.
so
and
good
they
luck
didn't
with
push
that.
Yeah.
No, it's pure stupidity.
it's-
So no, I don't. And again, I've been there. It's a neat place to visit.
Yeah,
I
I
much preferred New Zealand,
Okay.
like for the geography and the
My son
love
went
of
to
the
school
land.
there.
Yeah, exactly. But
Enjoyed
no,
it. Enjoyed
I
it.
don't want to. I don't want to go. Like, I don't know. There's too many other cool places to visit with common sense, and
Like Panama.
Panama could work. Yeah, yeah.
Panama, man.
Yeah.
Maybe with our fans in Hungary and
Yeah.
Romania, I might go and. I
You
hear
probably
Hungary's
could.
are.
You
yeah.
probably don't need to
Maybe
be.
I'll be like a.
You probably don't
C-list
need
celebrity.
You probably don't need a
Maybe not.
vaccination.
But I
passport.
also might be like a C or D list celebrity. Over.
Easily,
Yeah.
easily, yeah.
Yeah. So we should mention we're in the garage.
We're in the garage cave
And my wife leaving
with our state-of-the-art audio setup.
Yeah.
You think they'll pick up the
I-
I've of the
car starting up?
sedan out there?
It might be. You know what I need to do is I should
Insulate
this
thing.
with.
Yes.
I've got some these things at work where they're sound dampening. I can glue them onto the garage door here.
Well, you're gonna have to. You either do that or get a wood stove because it's gonna be cold in here.
It's gonna be cold.
You know
I
what?
think
We're
we
gonna have to go
back.
to the barn.
I was just gonna say we have
okay.
to go back out to the barn to.
We'll have to sneak out there though,
yeah.
because my parents don't let anti-vaxxers on the property
Oh, God.
anymore. I don't know
Oh.
if we've talked about that.
No, we haven't.
Yeah, no, they don't want anti-vaxxers out there at all. We'll have to sneak
Who's
you
an
in.
anti-vaxxer?
You.
I'm not anti-vax. No. No.
You're all for it then.
I'm
This
all
is
for
great
it.
news, everybody.
I'm all for
of a
it.
sudden,
I'm all for
it
vaccines.
sounds like you're getting.
If
It
they
sounds
work.
like you're gonna get.
If they
your-
work.
Oh man, well, they seems to be doing something. Seems to be doing something around here. Duff's pick. We ready for that? Nice sharp transition.
Oh yeah, we didn't get to that. We should.
So look, here's Duff's pick,
Duff's pick of the week.
and I'm picking it because it's such a unique viewing experience.
Okay.
I'm not saying I'm head over heels in love with it, but it's
So you
it's
watch
good.
like 3 hours of Jays games every night,
Yeah.
and you've got like hockey every night.
You know when Duff's pick gets viewed, and my wife will say I don't actually watch it, but I fall asleep watching it.
Okay. So take this pick with a grain of salt,
Yeah.
man, because he's only seen about 10 minutes.
Between staying late after work at school this past week for ultimate frisbee and different activities, meetings, whatever. Those days when I'm home fairly early, I'll have a snack, throw on the Netflix, and watch Squid Game. Squid Game.
Squid.
I bet you no one's heard of Squid Game. That's what makes this such a cool pick.
I've never heard of
Squid Game. Okay. And yeah, It's a little bit like white noise. I may have fell asleep a couple times,
Okay.
but I've actually backed it up to rewatch some of it because it's really neat. So here's the.
Okay.
I wonder if I should Google it up here and give you the real description.
What is the preamble?
I'm not going to do the official. Here's my preamble, okay? And a quick shout out to Ryan who set me up with this. He's one of my lifeguards for school.
Okay.
When we do some outdoor activities. Yeah. Anyways.
When you go swimming in the river.
Yeah, it's canoeing and swimming we can't go into a pool. So Squid Game is a Korean show, first of all. It is based on a children's game.
Whoa. South Korean or North Korean?
Judging by the level of prosperity, South Korea for sure.
Okay.
Oh yeah, South Korea.
They don't offer you a chicken if you win.
They don't offer you
a
bag of Russian wheat and yeah.
Rice.
No, rice.
Okay. Yeah.
So Squid Game is a weird kind of childhood game out in the schoolyard where there's like two teams. One team can hop on 2 feet, one team on 1 foot. You get across a line or something and you win, whatever. Okay. Now in this Squid Game, you die.
Oh God.
You die.
Okay.
You actually die if you lose.
So this is like a documentary or a movie?
No. It's a series. It's
series.
It's show after show.
Okay.
Just like our series here at Cop Car Coffee, where it just keeps coming back whether you like it or not. Yeah. So Squid Game, it highlights these people in South Korea that are gambling addicts. Okay. And the one guy that I guess is the main character, he develops such a gambling debt, that he can't pay it back. And in his world, he's almost going to die because there's hitmen and all this stuff.
Okay.
He somehow ends up like taken captive along with like 400 other people. And they're plopped in this real world, totally blocked off, like Hunger Games style Squid game. And they play. And if you lose, you die. And after the first episode, I don't want to surprise anyone here
people die.
I'm sure everyone's going to watch it.
Yeah.
Some people die.
Yeah.
Some people die. Some people live. And then they're all up in arms. This is crazy. Send me back. I'll pay my debts. It's all about, I'll pay. I promise I'll pay. Yeah. And it's amazing because it's very psychosocial. Like it's really neat how it's kind of pinning on the gambling addiction and how people, I'll pay. They never do. And then they die in the real world. But now in the Squid Game, it's almost mirrors it.
Yeah.
So it kind of ends with this one. And one thing I probably should have said. There's this massive contract they signed to go into it.
Oh.
And you can win an enormous amount of money. So if you win the Squid Game, you win like 85 billion yen or whatever the heck it is.
So $85.
Yeah. So at one point, no, it's not. It's actually a lot. Yeah, that would be like rupees or something. Right? So they show the contract, but everybody's so like buzzed out on the game and their gambling debts. No one's thinking clearly. And after they see everybody die and the people that are remaining, they're like, half of them aren't happy still. There's a few that want the money and some aren't happy. And one guy's like, this isn't fair. And they're all like, I want out. I want to go home. You can't do this. We'll report you to the cops. And they're all, the organizers are in these masks.
So you don't see them.
Yeah, more than just medical
metaphor.
masks, like full-on masks. And it's kind of cool. And they're like, you all signed the contract. And then this one guy's like, I remember the contract. And he's like, article, blah, blah, blah. It says at any time. Oh, and it's all like the voices are...
Are they dubbed?
It's all dubbed. It's hilarious. Yeah. It's dubbed, and then
even funnier.
You get the writing, and it's never the same.
Yeah.
There's like they say it's so weird. Why doesn't the person dubbing actually? Why don't they either dub it and then write the text to match it, or write the text and then dub it?
Well, usually it's either or. So you must have your closed captioning on.
I do, I guess, but like
so
it's funny how let's say the line is, "Oh, this game is fantastic." Then the writing might be, the players believe the game is fun. Like, you know what I mean? Like it's never the same.
So you've got like
I don't know.
descriptive video on it or something. I don't know what you got.
It's like descriptive written text though. Whatever it is, you
got to go into your settings. And
no, it's kind of funny though. It's funny how it's different. So anyways, the guy's like, yeah, and then the organizer's like, yeah. In fact, you're right. Let's have a vote. So then they're like, but before the vote, let's just remember what you're playing for. And they drop this big ball that fills up with cash. Like, and it clicks their gambling thing. And so then they have this vote. And of course they vote to keep playing.
Yeah.
And then it causes a fight and what. And so then it kind of, that's episode 1.
Ooh, that's a lot that happened in episode 1.
A lot happened. Yeah. It is not for everybody. I think it's funny, and after I gave it a chance and started episode 2, I dare I say I'm hooked, but I'm going to keep watching because it's just so unique. Yeah. It's fun to watch things that are very different.
You remember the old spaghetti westerns, the Chinese ones?
Yeah.
They overdubbed, and the guy would start talking first, and then the voice would come in.
I know, and isn't that fun? Sometimes it's fun to watch something like that.
South Koreans, did you see the movie Parasite?
No.
You got to watch that movie then. It's another South Korean. I think it won the Academy Award for Best Picture. Somebody might correct me if I'm wrong, but
oh boy,
it was nominated for Best Picture.
Yeah, it sounds vaguely
really
familiar.
Good movie.
Okay.
Watch it. Yeah, it's pretty
so
good.
That's DDT's pick.
DDT's pick of the week.
See how we're making up
Parasite.
for last week? It's 2 for 1. What did I tell you?
Yeah, Parasite is another South Korean movie.
Okay.
Very socially. What do you call that? You said the word earlier, but
psychosocial.
Yeah,
just
it's
like
very much
makes
like
you
that.
really think.
Makes you think. Yeah. So it's a good movie.
Well, there you go, folks. Grab your bubble tea.
Yeah.
And
South Korea coming up big in the entertainment
and DDT's pick this week.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay.
Parasite, if you haven't seen it.
Wow. Now.
What's
I
next?
didn't tell you about my breakfast this morning, did I?
Well, Did we
talk about that before?
I think we.
You know, we talked about a bunch before. We have to do. No, but one of these days we have to do. There we go. 2 things in one here. Things we should do but don't. Sometimes our best stuff is before we start the podcast.
I know, which is really sad.
Anyways, yeah.
When you
so
think
I guess
about it, that's kind of sad that we come up with our best stuff.
Yeah.
When we're not recording.
Yeah. So I can't remember if I talked about my breakfast or not, but here we go. A shameless shout out to A&W.
Oh.
And yes, we can say it.
Okay.
It was that good. So I get up, I do my yoga, had to take my daughter to work. I'm thinking in the back of my mind, it's all timing. I didn't have enough time to eat. So I drop her off, then I'm starving. If I'm up and at it and I don't eat, then I'm all of a sudden I go from I'm feeling great to I'm starving.
Yeah.
So I felt like a bacon and egger. And I had one of these a while ago. And I don't know, thought it was okay. Tried it again this morning. Oh my God, so much better than the other 2.
Okay.
Yeah, it was amazing.
The other 2 being
McDo's and Tim's.
And
there's our 3, right? Okay. There's the competition. Now, what was surprising though about this breakfast?
We just lost our sponsorship.
Yeah, it's fine. Maybe we should head up A&W. Yeah. Beautiful bacon and egg, right? On an English muffin, spilling over the edges. You can picture this. Okay. Yeah. So Tim's is probably the leanest, right? You buy your little McMuffin at Tim's and it's all like tucked in.
It's all nice.
It fits in the palm of your hand. It's nice. Not even as big as a hockey puck. The whole thing, right?
Wow.
And not even that thick.
Probably expensive.
Yeah. So the girth was less than
the girth
of the Tim's McMuffin is. Okay. It's not really there.
Yeah.
So anyways, this thing spilling over the edges, the huge egg, crispy bacon falling off. Not only was that amazing, but the friggin' hash brown was delicious. Super crispy. Okay. Seemed bigger than the competitors.
Who knew? A&W.
And I'm not even done yet.
Oh.
The coffee was good.
Oh, yeah.
I never would have thought. Came with a coffee, my 1 cream, 1 sugar. This is my second coffee. That's why it's small.
I was wondering why it was
asked.
Small today.
It's a small coffee because I've already had it.
Usually you have a large regular.
There you go.
Yeah.
So I figure the medium A&W plus the small Tim's gives me a large McDonald's.
That's true.
How about that?
That's good. Eh? That's some math.
There's some math. Yeah. Okay, so anyways, shout out to A&W, folks. If you're in the mood for a nice, affordable, real breakfast, man, that was the bomb.
We don't receive any money.
We are getting, there's no agenda here, folks. Just sharing our knowledge, sharing our culinary expertise.
I don't eat any of that stuff myself.
You don't, eh?
No.
You do like the smoothies for breakfast
I do
still?
the protein smoothies for breakfast, yes.
Today
I got up late.
Yeah.
And I was having just finished my protein smoothie just before you brought the coffee.
Okay.
Over.
No, I used to do
loaded
those.
Up on liquid.
Yeah, but it does. Don't you get bored after a while? Have you been doing that for years?
No. I just switched to the protein smoothie over the last couple months.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, what'd you do before that?
I was doing the bacon and egg whites.
Okay.
1 piece of bacon, egg white.
Every day.
Sprouted wheat toast with natural peanut butter.
Well, that sounds delicious.
It was delicious. Very good.
So why not mix it up and do that a couple days a week and smoothies the other days?
Yeah, I was thinking about that, but I was going to start a new workout plan and a new diet plan
But you haven't.
But I haven't. Things we should do, but didn't. And I didn't do that. So
a new workout plan.
Yeah, and I was going through. There's a guy I follow, and he was like, "Here's what you should do for your meal plans for the day."
Yeah.
So I was all planning on to do all that stuff, and I just never started the workout. Right. Although I started the meal plan.
Good.
Yeah, but I didn't start the workout. Well, I shouldn't say I really started. The only thing I did for the meal plan was the smoothie in the morning.
Well, that's fine.
The rest of it, I'm eating chips.
The meal plan's the most important part.
Well, it is, but I'm eating chips and stuff throughout the day.
And bourbon at night. That's still part of the plan, I hope.
Oh, God, yeah, and bourbon, yeah. Yeah, bourbon, got to have the bourbon. Yeah.
So, remember how we used to talk about stocks all the time?
Yeah, you got to make this fast, though.
So, JB, the other JB,
which other?
Our contributor on election night.
Oh, yes, right.
That JB. Yeah. This is for you, buddy. We're always talking stocks.
Yeah, what's going on?
He's been at us wondering where we are.
Us any picks lately.
Yeah, where we are with our market picks and everything.
Yeah.
Well, didn't he say he was somewhat of a stock advisor to one of your buddies, one of those newsroom guys? Remember that on election night?
Oh,
Craig, was it Craig Oliver or?
I don't remember.
You had a guy you talked about on election night.
Yeah.
We're gonna have to go back through the texting.
Yeah, we'll have to.
And James, JB James said, "Oh yeah, I used to give him stock investing tips." And then I quickly said, "Well, thanks for the warning, James, because the guy's 85 and still working." Yes, so how did that retirement plan go?
It didn't work out well.
Yeah. So
I remember that now.
Yeah. So we'll take James's advice with a grain of salt. All I wanted to share was it's been a tumultuous month. Everything's been down overall.
But usually that happens in the fall.
It can.
That's from what I hear. October is not a good month.
Yeah. So I'm always happy when I have stuff that bucks the trend. And I got 3 stocks that I think have been doing really well this month.
God, share them with me because I've been derelict in my duty.
They're the same couple you know.
Stocks.
Okay, so number one is it's a healthcare ETF. It's called LIFE, Life, traded on the TSX. And it's doing well. It's doing well on 2 fronts. Okay. Yeah. It's slowly growing and it's giving me dividends. So it's nice. It's the best of both, right? The other one, Smart Centers. Love it.
Smart Centers.
So now that things are
guys that put up the Walmarts.
The Walmarts.
Can we say Walmart?
We can, but it's not just the Walmarts. Yeah. It's all the other crap in there. They all have the same stuff and they all pay rent. They're all good paying tenants. So think about what you see at the average Smart Center. 2 banks, right? The one down there, Royal Bank, CIBC.
Yep.
You've got a dollar store.
Yep.
You've got a Bulk Barn.
Yep.
And then a bunch of restaurants. There's a Subway all the time.
Dental.
But then you get a little bit of the professional stuff.
Yeah.
Maybe, but usually it's just retail.
Nails.
Yeah, so the hair cutters and the nails weren't great. That must have helped draw it down, I think, during the pandemic. But anyways, right now, your average Smart Center, and there are literally dozens, if not hundreds of them in this province.
Well, I won't deal with Smart Center.
Why not?
So I had a personal experience dealing with their VP one time.
Oh, I was going to say, you're really going to throw every single retail outlet at a Smart Center under the bus because you had a problem with one. But in fact, it wasn't a store. It was the actual
VP,
people.
The guy that buys up the properties.
Do tell.
Yeah. Well, he's a bit of an arrogant ass. Yeah.
Why would you have specific dealings with a guy like that?
Oh, when I was doing my real estate business.
No kidding.
Back in the day, yeah.
Imagine if you got in back in the day.
Well, yeah, but
you'd be retired by now.
Yeah, the thing about it was they bought up. We did the deals when they bought up at the corner of Terry Fox and Fernbank. Yeah. So they bought up a house there. And,
I
probably could have paid more for that house, but anyway.
Yeah, I gotcha. Yeah.
I think it went for $750,000 at the time.
Huh.
But the owners didn't complain because they made a nice little profit on that.
If everyone's happy, yeah.
But then, other dealings with him, he was a bit of an arrogant ass. I don't know if he's still there or not, but I didn't like the guy.
You know when I don't have a problem with arrogant asses?
When they're making money?
When they make me money.
I know.
If it's a boss or a coworker or a coach or a friend, yeah, maybe not.
Yeah.
But this guy, I'll never have to deal with him. All he has to do is make sure I got my $100 a month in dividends and that it keeps creeping up a little bit.
Well, I'll check into it. Maybe I'll put aside my difference with the dude.
Okay, well, the third one, and if you tell me you had a personal relationship with someone at this company, I'll call you on it, is Ford.
No,
can you believe it? Ford stock is like affordable.
Yeah.
It's like $12 or $13 a share. And since I bought it a month ago, man, it's been up very nicely.
Is it because they announced that they're going to make electric vehicles?
That's part of it.
Yeah.
Plus, they're just big. They're in demand. And I think they're affordable. I think...
Everybody's buying F-150s.
Well, it's not just that, though. When you think of where we are now and think of stocks that will be worth... Well, first of all, think of stocks that will still be around in 5 or 10 years.
Yeah.
Ford's not going anywhere. They're going to be around. And you're telling me they're going to not be worth a lot more than $12 a share in 10 years? To me, that's a no-brainer. Electric cars are not.
Anything's possible.
Well,
but I keep saying that the markets are detached from reality.
Well, of course they are. But that's why it's reassuring when you can connect reality to something.
Yeah, true.
We're always going to be driving. They're cutting edge on the electric stuff for sure.
Isn't that what the global elites want us to cut us down on? Is our driving habits?
I'm not sure.
Yeah,
I don't know. It depends
hence
where
all
on the
lockdowns?
globe. Depends where on the globe you live. Maybe Melbourne. Maybe
Melbourne. Yeah, they must have cut global emissions there in Melbourne by 75-80%.
Oh God, eh?
Yeah.
So yeah, they're my three, man. Yeah. So the healthcare ETF, Smart Centers, and Ford. LIFE. Smart Centers, and
Okay,
Ford.
so we should disclaim that by saying...
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, this is not a stock advice show. Do your own diligence before you take up Duff's investing advice.
Strictly for entertainment purposes.
That's right. Although I do take your advice.
But look it up yourself, right? Look it up yourself.
Yeah.
You look it up, what's been performing, like where things were a month ago and where they are now. The whole market's down in a month. Everything. Like even Google.
The only way it has to go is back up.
Yeah, but when you can pick stuff to balance off your portfolio or actually make you money, I'm really happy with those three.
Yeah, exactly.
So yeah.
There you go.
And I'm going back to the RRSP too, right? Did we talk about that? We always talk about we have our TFSAs, we have our RRSPs.
Yeah.
There's constant conflict in what people think you should do if you have both. But you cannot argue this. When you put $3, at our general income levels, right?
Yeah.
If you put $3 into an RRSP, you're getting $1 back.
Yeah.
What kind of a return is that right now? Give me a number.
Well, I don't know.
That's tough math for you, eh?
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
Yeah. $3, you get $1 back.
It's like 33% return.
It's exactly 33%. Good job. There you go. So you get 33% return, even if you don't put it in a company. So it's hard to beat that these days, right? You like that, eh? DDT's all proud with his math.
Proud of
now put your calculator away.
Yeah, sorry.
Put your
calculator
away.
on my computer here.
You should have done that with your head.
Yeah.
So yeah, 33% return. So if anyone's fortunate enough to put a couple thousand in, boom, you get 33% back.
Yeah. Well, it comes back to haunt you when you go to use it.
Well,
it's a tax deferral, I think.
It's a tax deferral. Yeah. So I think a lot of people dream of making the same money when they retire. The people I work with, they're we get complacent. There's a pension, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
People assume they'll make the same, but I don't necessarily. So the reason you put it in now is because you're going to possibly make less money when you retire and pay less tax, right? At that point.
Yeah.
So that's the advantage.
Yeah.
But you're right. You'll get taxed eventually.
Yeah. It's taxed when you have, because you can only take a certain amount.
But what I like about it is you get money back right away, and then obviously the money is invested and hopefully making you money too.
Well, a lot of people borrow the money to put in their RSP, get the return, and then pay off the part of that.
And you know what? I always thought that was shady, but it makes a ton of sense.
Yeah.
Like, especially if you do it close to tax time.
Yes. Well, that's when, that's when you do it.
Yeah, like in theory, why wouldn't you take?
Because you have up until, what is it? Was it February 28th or something like that, where you can put money into your RSP and then you'll get the tax return on your on that.
Yeah, and immediately throw it back into the
put it back on the loan.
Yeah, and then obviously you'd still have loan left though to keep paying.
You wouldn't get the full money. Yeah.
That's right, but it's I don't question that anymore. If that works for people, go for it.
Yeah. Wow,
hey, did we check off all the boxes or
no?
What?
We didn't, and we're at
my gosh,
we're getting unless we want to do like a.
This is where your warning goes.
This
near the end, like time to cut it. Yeah. Okay.
Warning: the next part of the podcast is a major injurious waste of your time. Warning: the next part of the podcast is a major injurious waste of your time.
Yeah, I think I covered everything I wanted to chat about. Yeah, for sure. What else did you have?
I didn't have anything other than...
you didn't have anything, yeah.
Yeah, that's usual for me. Like you said, I'm just the...
enrichment.
The enrichment.
You're the enrichment.
Yeah, you told me that before the podcast. I was the enrichment. I didn't have to have anything.
Oh, I love it.
But the only thing I will say is, like, my neighbor, he asked me to... He asked me the other day, I saw him, and he was like, hey, do you curl?
Do you curl?
And I don't curl, but I've tried curling. I've covered a lot of curling.
Now, statistically, right now, 80% of our listeners probably have no idea what you're talking about.
So curling...
Yeah, are we talking your hair or what?
No, we're not talking curling my hair. Curling is a sport.
Yes.
That is played,
hurry hard.
Yeah.
Hurry.
Hard. Hard. Is a sport played, it's a worldwide sport actually, but played by mostly the northern hemispheres, of course, because it's played on ice.
Scotland.
Norway. Yeah. Sweden,
Finland, USA, Canada, Russia, Italy.
Played on ice. And they call them, we got these big stones that you throw.
Now you wear skates or no?
You do not wear skates.
No skates?
Yeah, you wear shoes. And you've got a broom.
And you have a slider and a gripper.
That's right. And you throw rocks.
Slider and a gripper.
There's these little round rocks.
Yeah.
That you throw, and then
the stones.
Quite the stones.
The stones.
It's quite a strategic game. So it's big, popular, and the best thing about the curling is actually after curling.
So I love curling.
Yeah, when you go drinking with everybody at the curling rink.
The losers buy.
That's right.
Or the winners buy. It's one of those weird things.
Remember.
Probably the losers.
Anyway, so he asked me if I played, and I said, well, no, I've tried it, but I never played. I've covered a lot in media, but I've never actually played it. And he's like, well, we're looking for a couple players. Would you be interested in coming out?
And this is down in Richmond.
It's in Richmond, the curling rink in Richmond.
You tell your buddy, or I'll tell him right now. He's hopefully listening in. If he's ever in the need of a fill-in,
I'll tell him.
I'm probably one of the only possible fill-ins that has won the 2 Bondsfields he's ever went in.
Oh, there you go.
Mind you, it's been many, many years. One was in high school.
Oh, God.
We won the Junior Hackers Open in Almont back in probably the late 80s.
Okay.
And then, fresh off that victory, 5 years later at the University of Waterloo, the Earth Science Department Bondsfield, hey.
You won it.
I won again.
Oh, wow. So we got a professional curler in
that was a good 2 hours of curling spread out over 5 years at the time. 20 years ago.
20 years ago, exactly.
But
I'll mention that to him because I said to him, well, with my daughter's hockey and I've got a lot of work stuff coming up where it's going to keep me busy. I said I might not be able to.
You probably would not be able to for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, sadly.
We'll get into other reasons, but that's... we
won't get into any other reasons why you would not be able to curl.
No. But, so I will pass the message along because he said
cool.
If you know of anybody...
I'd like to, yeah.
I'll say Duff is available.
Now, do they wear helmets on the ice? Because I'm not into
that. That I don't know.
And I'm not huge on wearing a mask on the ice either.
That I couldn't tell you either. Yeah.
What if KMHA runs the curling at Richmond?
You're wearing helmets and a
We're wearing
mask and an
masks.
oxygen tank.
An oxygen tank. Okay, that's a good one, even for you. Okay. Yeah, no, that's cool. Curling's great.
So I'll let them know.
Let them know. That'd be
I just
cool.
want to bring that up because
Okay.
you had mentioned that before that you'd
Yeah.
be interested. So I'll pass that along.
That could be a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll send them your email.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hook us up.
I'll hook you guys up.
Well, on that note,
We didn't get to everything we said we were going to get to, but time flies.
thank God.
Yeah.
Folks.
Because we missed it last week.
Yeah.
We're a little bit longer this week.
And you know what? We felt we gave you 2 for 2 on many things today.
That's right.
Almost serendipitously, which is good. And that's episode 2, season 2, Cop Car Coffee. Thanks for tuning in. And thank you for being our 1,000th download. We're not talking even listening, just actual downloads.
Yeah,
That's-
you don't even have to listen, just download it.
It's even more impressive. Yeah, thanks for the downloads. Wow. Oh, I'm exhausted.
Jeez, that was...
Where did the
tag
curling thing come from? Holy
the
frick.
curling thing, yeah. No,
I was done. I was done 5 minutes ago. I'm always
I know.
done when the warning comes on.
Yeah, for
Pretty
sure.
much.
I
And
want
you
that,
keep
that.
us going.
Yeah.
So you're going to put the warning back about half an hour ago?
Yeah, but the warning only says the next 3 to 4 minutes. And then we went on for another 20.
We should change the warning to
I got
say,
a bunch of warnings in there.
well, we do a warning to start, and then like 5 minutes in, usually our first couple things are the best, and then it deteriorates.
Yeah.
So you can put the warning in. The next 80% of this podcast is not worth your
I'll
time.
change it to that. I'll make one of those.
That's
And you know what? I should put a net, like I should tag something on the ending that as
Yeah.
a bonus, see if people are actually listening.
You should.
I'll add one.
Yeah,
This time.
so-
I'll do it this time.
Well, sometime we should put, yeah, you're right. Put something before and something after.
Well,
See if
yeah.
anyone's actually listening
Yeah.
and says, oh, hey guys, you actually, did you know you're on? Or like, well, what do you mean? Did you know you're on before? I don't even know what they're talking about. Yeah, that'd be good. Yeah. Oh, man.